Okay, good evening, good evening. It is air date Sunday, August 23rd. I'm doing a special type of live tonight, and I want to welcome you, Clairvoyant Medium, Sax Francisco. It was a dark and gloomy and rainy day, so I thought what better way to spend my day than to have a nice hot cup of tea. And let's talk about the US presidency. Now, I am broadcasting from Ontario, and here in Canada, there's actually no federal law that requires me to say anything I'm doing is for entertainment purposes. We do not have to go under that classification. Criminal law was changed, Section 365, and it has more of a focus now on the fraudulent practitioner who is going to promise things that are either magical, not necessarily using those words, but fraudulently promise an outcome that is absolutely unrealistic, like pay me $5,000 and I'll get rid of all of your cancers with just a blink of my eyes because I know how to do that. Or why don't I get rid of all of your curses and let's see, you're going to pay me $200 for every year you've been alive. Now, don't call me crazy. I do know that there was a woman in Toronto doing exactly that. And even psychiatrists were fooled by them because sometimes there is a way that people posing as psychics or healers, there's just a fraudulent way that they can unfortunately pull on your vulnerability strings. So be aware of the difference. And even in saying that, I still have to say a disclaimer. I am not a lawyer. I am not a doctor. I am not a counselor, psychiatrist, or therapist. Nor am I your mummy. So you do not have to like me. You do not have to follow me. You do not have to believe me. And you do not have to agree with me. Okay, so cheers to that. Let's talk about the US presidency. I only ever made one prediction with respect to the presidency, and it was before Donald Trump was voted in his second office, and I did make the prediction that he would make it to the Oval Office, and I made the prediction also based on the fact that he was supposed to correct something with NATO that is very karmic, and with respect to US presidency and USA karma, I distinctly saw that he was being elected into the White House to correct that. If you watched his first 90 days, he made an absolute atrocious mess of talking to Zelensky in the Oval Office. And I was watching this throughout thinking, is he going to make his karma or not? When I'm looking at this, I'm thinking, this guy is really off the ball. So, I had a client yesterday who simply just wanted a reading. And at the end of her reading, she slipped in, hey, we're really worried about the US election. Now, she's Canadian, but she was worried about the US midterms. Because you must know that there are several people who have the sentiment that they would love to see if the midterms can change who's in the House, could an impeachment be possible, what laws could change, if Democrats run it or Republicans. Remember, I'm a Canadian, so I don't profess to know anything about US politics. I'm just a observer from Canada on the plight that you are suffering. So with respect to the midterms, if people are curious, it's going to be November 3rd Okay, congressional midterms in the USA. My client wanted to know what kind of changes are coming. Now, it's funny when you answer questions. Sometimes there's a blatant, oh, yes, the Democrats will take it. Oh, yes, the Republicans will have more control. That's not how this reading went, but I'm going to share segments of a reading that I did do yesterday just for interesting information on what I'm thinking could happen by November. Where are the changes? Are they going to be on Congress level? I'm not assuming everybody knows U.S. law, or I'm sorry, politics, but it would, if I have my information correct, it is Congress will be elected for a 2-year period, and the Senate will be elected for a 6-year period, if I have that correct. Okay, so what's going to happen? I'll just let you in on the little bit of a reading that I gave yesterday. I'm just going to play it, and let's see what happens. A couple of hits that I'm getting here. Number one, I'm seeing that Congress is bought. Okay, so if Congress are a mix of Republican and Democrats, I still have to say, with respect to Trump, because this is a Trump-related question, Congress is bought. And what I'm saying when I say that, and seeing what I'm seeing, is he has bought both the Republicans and the Democrats, okay, in Congress. So, number one, that could be it could be harder to see changes, because even if the seats change, he has enough people remaining that are already paid off. Okay, that's really, I have to really stress this. They're really showing me this, that for the Congress section, if you're expecting to see them make changes after the vote, oh good, new people got in, it would make sense we could see some changes. I am unfortunately seeing this is roadblocked. There are too many people paid off on both sides. It won't matter. Okay, that's a real strong statement that I'm seeing, but hang on. The other side, the Senate side, oh my God, this is where, if you were to know tarot, I can assure you, this is the Tarot, I can assure you, this is the Tower